Now, what's wild is that your mom was working 3 jobs, right? Salute to Cecilia, right?
Yeah.
Holding it down. You got her that blue Beamer. That must have been a special moment.
Yo, you have more information than anybody I did an interview with.
So I'm a toy collector, right?
All right.
How you put Michael Jackson head on Hulk Hogan's body and shoot fireworks at it, B?
How do you know this? I'm done. I'm gonna let you just. I don't even know how you do that.
And you will know my name is D-Stroy, my brother.
And here we are with the phenomenal Jermaine Dupri, JD, Don Chi. You guys know him as one half of the legendary hip-hop duo Chad and Jermaine.
Oh my God, I didn't know where you was going with that, and they don't know that. What are you over there talking about? They don't know this. Why are you? No, somebody knows.
I love it, man. So now listen, man, your dad was a Motown fan. He was named Michael. So much so that he named you Jermaine after Jermaine Jackson. Oh, was he tripping when you ended up with Janet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Some kids be like, oh, my dad's my dad. He's cheesy. You know, he's corny. You know what I mean? Did you ever understand the magnitude of what your dad was doing as a roadie for some legendary folks?
No, not at all. Like, I never knew what I was seeing was going. Never knew what I was seeing was gonna mean to me.
Yeah.
Or if it was gonna mean anything. I never even thought about it as a kid. And once I started doing music, I always asked myself questions about, like, how did I know certain records, and why do I know this and why do I know that? And then I had to start tracing back. Oh, I used to be at Larry Blackmon's house. Like, a lot of the stuff that was happening with me as a kid, I don't even remember. Like, I didn't remember. I mean, I was just going through life without even knowing what was happening. Like, being at Maynard Jackson's house, I just wanted to go over their house because they had a swimming pool. I wasn't over there because he was the mayor. I didn't know, I didn't know he was going to be the first black mayor. And I'm at this guy's house. I was just over there because they had a swimming pool. I ain't had no swimming pool. And my dad knew them, and they would let me come swimming at their house. That's all I was concerned with. But
look at this.
I trace it back, and it's like, damn, I was at the first black mayor in the United States house. I was over there all the time.
Look at this,
and
man.
And then Maynard Jackson became Maynard Jackson. He created Atlanta, the Atlanta that we see and know. I was around that. I grew up around that.
Look at that, man. And before all that, man, what did you learn from watching Grandpa D run the numbers in Nashville, man?
Where are you getting this information from? That was also a learning. Like, I mean, it's like, even like when you saying it to me now, it's almost like, did it really happen?
Uh-huh.
It's like that type of thing because it's so iconic, like, right? It's like my grandfather owned a barbershop in Asheville, North Carolina, and the barbershop never was working. There was nobody in the barbershop ever actually cutting hair. It was just people sitting in the barbershop. Mm-hmm. And, as I got older, I learned that what they was doing in the barbershop was running numbers. And that's what my grandfather used to do. And I'm like, I start seeing, like, Life, Eddie Murphy movie and stuff like that, where that's what they are talking about. But running numbers, I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
I think that was just in there.
Now, bro, today's Otis Redding's birthday.
Today? Right? Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Today's date. And you was out there with his son. Now, his son wasn't crazy about you sampling, huh?
No, he didn't want me to sample at all. Yo, you have done what?
Back up,
God knows everything. He didn't. He actually, he indirectly made me become a producer.
Yeah.
Because, well, just him and other people, but him in particular, because if we would have sampled what Chad and I was asking him to do, we would have probably been the first people. I won't say to sample records, but we would have been probably the way that we wanted to sample.
Yeah.
We definitely would have been the first to do it the way we was trying to do it.
Now, what's wild is that your mom was working 3 jobs, right? Salute to Cecilia, right?
Yeah.
Holding it down. You got her that blue Beamer. That must have been a special moment.
Yo, where are you?
Back up, Beans.
Yo, this guy has everything over there. He
Bro.
has all the information. Yo, you
So-
have more information than anybody I've did an interview with.
So I'm a toy collector,
Okay,
right?
all right.
How you put Michael Jackson head on Hulk Hogan's body and shoot fireworks at it, B?
How do you know this? I'm done. I'm gonna let you just. I don't even know how you do that. I just was, I don't know. I'm a toy collector though.
What's something you had to leave your house, that one grail that you had to grab, man? What's that one item that,
If I have to leave,
if you had to grab?
I think it would be a box of Hot Wheel cars because I was really collecting Hot Wheels before I could buy cars.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even know why I started collecting them. I just was like collecting Hot Wheel cars.
Uh-huh.
And I had them all in like this box. They all on top of each other. They get messed up with it, whatever. But it still was my collection of cars. And if I was to run out, that probably would be the thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you wanted to play football when you was young.
I did play football.
I know you successfully played football. Now, you guys may think, yo, Jermaine Dupri? Fam, let me tell you why I know factually this dude was nice. He was in Brooklyn wearing polo, and he got away from the Deceps.
Oh God, yo, you know too much, man. You gotta stop. Like,
How'd you get away from?
How you know this? I just, I had heard something about it before, and I think that in that period of time or whatever it is that they do when they say transform, I think that people usually didn't know what was happening in that point in time. But I'm turned the other way, and I heard it, and I'm like, shit. It's like Slumdog Millionaire, because I'm like, I heard about this. Like, is this what's happening right now? And I'm like, I'm not even gonna turn around. I'm gonna keep going. And I started moving at a pace. I already was thinking like, it don't seem like I should be right here. Let's move. But then I heard that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go.
A fun fact, bro. A lot of people don't know there was a third Kris in Crisscross, man.
Yeah. His name was Kris too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a whole 3 Chris's. And it was called C Connection. That's what the group was called. I think something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Salute to the legend that lived in your closet, man. Did you shave your eyebrow, cousin?
We did everything. I think it started with the 3 cuts though.
Yeah.
You start with the 3 cuts, and then you just like, let me just take this other one off and let's see what that look like. What if I just take a whole eyebrow off? Like, let's see what people will say if they see me with like one eyebrow. I mean, it's like a flat top. You just, if you want to get a Gumby, what it's gonna look like if I cut this side and keep this side up? It's the
You're
same
a pioneer,
thing.
V.
You just cut your eyebrow off. Yeah.
Coming in the game young, it allowed you to make some mistakes.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
This gentleman at 16-year-old had the confidence to tell adults, 3 adult women, you should let me produce you.
Yeah.
And you ain't never produced before that.
Never. I ain't have a drum machine.
You ain't have jack.
I ain't have a keyboard.
And you said I could do it.
Yeah. And they let me do it. And they, so it was all both like to the blind leading the blind, basically.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have no equipment to do it. But I don't even know what made me jump out the window and say like that. Like and think that I could even pull it together.
Yeah.
But I definitely pulled it together. And it was definitely a great exercise to get me prepared for the Crisscross project.
The Diana Ross story, you lived in that moment. Bunch of kids on stage, they wore trash or dancing. Your man Jermaine Dupri, because his mom's in the bathrooms like, yo, I'm going to run up there and be amazing.
I don't know. You read this book, huh? What the hell? You really read the book? I think he read the book. You know too much, man. It's like you know too much.
So when you seen it, the article in it, what is it? It's just saying like some kid goes on stage and stole the show?
I don't remember what the paper said. I just know that it was like my first taste of like coming off a stage and people being like, oh, that was you. And oh, wow. And it's like, oh, I'm a celebrity. I feel like a celebrity at a concert. And it wasn't, it wasn't arranged. It was like something that just happened. And I actually was trying to mind my mother. But the people around me was like, go, we'll tell her when she come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, you can't tell my mom nothing when she come back. It's going to be a problem. But they was, go ahead, you should go up there. You're going to miss it. And, I'm glad I got the opportunity to go up there.
That is so mind-blowing, man. This young little kid, Jermaine Dupri, he was out there on stage with Diana Ross, so invigorated, so empowered to be the amazing human. And, of course, we touched on Silk Times. And I got to say, man, the engineer is Joe the Butcher, who plays a role later on with Rough House, which signs
crisscross.
Yeah. That's a nice little full circle moment that the homie who knew you when you was young.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that, or you could look at it like, if you don't know nobody, you just go to the same one person you know, right? I didn't know anybody else to call to get a deal. Joe, and I met Joe as they introduced Joe as a person that could help me because I was too young they felt like I was too young to be called the producer of the project. I should have somebody like, supervise what I'm doing. And Joe the Butcher was called in and hired to supervise me on the Silk Times Leather project. And I think that all I was doing was paying attention. On the next time, I'm just like, I got a project. Let me introduce it to Joe. And I had just noticed that he had just got a new deal and started Rough House Records.
Was it Lisa Lopez or Lisa Lopes?
Lisa Lopez.
Lisa Lopez.
Yeah.
And who put on to the hustle to ask for money at the airport, B?
She did, I think. Yeah. Matter of fact, I didn't know that that's what she was doing. She came home one day and showed me all this money. I'm like, where you get all this money from? She's like, I be holding up a sign at the airport and I be telling them, like, let me, this is for homeless people or whatever. I got a charity or whatever. She got a sign made and people like giving her money. And I ain't never looked at them signs the same ever since I knew that she was doing that.
And were you hype when Biggie says, yo, tell honey to come downstairs. Let's do a song.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
So the vocals,
unexpected.
Yeah, so the vocals were re-recorded for your version of Biggie's song?
Yeah.
So he redid the vocals and he was still hype. And B-side happens.
Yeah. He was just like, this is his first time kind of in I think, in Atlanta in that type of setting. Mm-hmm. And seeing, I guess, somebody like myself with that much stuff in my house. And he was just inspired. And he was just like, and he was a fan of the Brat at the time. So he was like, where's she at? And I'm like, she upstairs. Tell honey, come down here and just do this.
Yeah. But how'd you convince Usher to love You Make Me Wanna?
I didn't. I don't know when he started liking the song, but he never liked the song at all. So I can't really put a finger on when he started liking it. Probably when it went number one, but prior to that, he didn't like the song.
This one right here was special because you was listening to a lot of this right here.
Yeah.
When this Usher album, this is your first solo R&B artist, and you're not listening to any R&B around this time.
No.
You just listen. You just listening to hip hop around this time.
That's all I listen to anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but this was me and Brat, Usher. This all we was listening to at my house was this. This came out and we was like,
pull up in the C-A-D-I,
mind blown. Like, oh my God. And then like twist the last part of his verse to the rhythm of the hi-hat. Oh my God, his rhythm was so crazy.
Yes.
Never thought like, let's make a song that sounds like that. But once we made a track that was that you could put that in, that was the idea. Like, let's take something from that and have Usher do that.
Nice and slow.
I didn't think Usher would even gonna pull it off. I just thought, because he wasn't Usher wasn't from that hip hop mindset. He wasn't even in that mindset to even get there. But I was playing it all the time.
Well, your dad played a part in getting Alicia Keys signed.
I met Alicia through my dad. My dad signed her. My dad signed Destiny's Child. My dad signed Maxwell. He was the president of Columbia at this point in time when they made it Columbia Black Music.
Fun.
And so he was in control of the Fugees, Maxwell, Destiny's Child, and a new artist by the name of Alicia Keys.
So who's like, yo, Brooklyn Zoo, man? Let's ODB this shit.
She was.
Yeah.
She was like, when I met Alicia, she was very much Hell's Kitchen. Very much. Like, super hair was like yours, like cornrowed to the T. Like, she was really, really super hip-hop. And something that, she wanted her music to actually resemble who she was, but at the same time be musical. So it was like, let's take one of the hardest records and turn it into a softer record. What can we do? And just that, and just that was it.
Yeah. That shit was a banger, man.
Thank you.
How many years we been vegan?
25.
25 years vegan, man. Talking about collecting, I'm big on action figures, man. The Afro Man So Def figure that you did with Bape, how many were produced?
Probably 1,500.
1,500?
Yeah.
One color?
Yeah, one color.
With the Bape kicks on it?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm here with Jermaine Dupri, the last one I got, man. What song you produce, but because of sampling, you make the least money from it?
Jump probably. I think crisscross album, like Eazy made like a $1 off every record that was sold with crisscross.
Yeah.
That was a deal that he made because I sampled his records without, asking permission.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was supposed to be clearing, and I also was just sampling and forgetting what I took. Like, sample something and be like, throw that record back there and just keep rapping and shit was just flying all over the place, and it was like, oh, okay, it's a sample, but Jermaine, where did you get this from? Man, I didn't get that from nowhere. I just was like, I made this actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just taking stuff.
I'm thankful that you bring up Herbie Lovebug in interviews, man.
That's my guy.
That's a name I like to hear a lot,
He was the actual first person I saw with an actual music crew. You know what I mean? Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, Kwame, Antoinette. He was like trying to build a team like that, and it was all under, his thing. And I was like, that's the first person I saw doing that.
So it could have been So Fresh, but LL did Bigger and Deffer, and that was So Def.
I was pro against going. It's funny because I don't work with Def Jam, but I was a pro against signing and doing a deal with these majors. I mean, any of these companies, I wanted my company to really stand alone. And
Smart man.
And I just come from an era where everything was Def. And everything was Def by itself. And I was just like, I'm so much Defer than y'all. And that's just where it is. And Bigger and Defer actually was crazy because it's just like in the same mindset of what we was thinking. He said it. I didn't say it. I just put so at the front.
Let's go.
Yeah.
My brother, you got so many great chapters of your phenomenal life.
Thank you.
You had a good time?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know a lot.
Come
Now I
on.
can come over there and look and see what all that stuff you reading.
No, I'm deleting everything.
Yo,
Yo.
this message will self-destruct.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Everybody stay tapped in with this gentleman. What's your MySpace, man, so people can follow you, man?
What? My who?
Come on, B.
MySpace?
Come on, son.
Who
What's
got
your
that?
Instagram?
Who got MySpace? What's your MySpace?
Come on. Life is amazing when you get to hang out with superheroes like Jermaine Dupri right here on Control Alt D-Stroy. Oh, my God.